Hi Stampers, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. Hi Stampers, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. I just wanted to hop on and do a video on how to do the shutter card that I posted on my Facebook page the other day. I made a beautiful card for my husband for our 21st anniversary. I tend to do a lot of cards for him that have cows on them just because we are beef farmers, so it just seems appropriate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you the card that I made, and then we're going to make a card together using the Forever Ferns, Forever Greenery, and Forever Ferns paper and sweet. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my camera down to show you the card. So here it is right here. You can see I got lots of junk in my way here on my stamp table. So this is the card right here, and I think it's absolutely adorable. So this is actually a whimsical, I think it's called Whimsy Stamps is the company that I used here. So it's not even a Stampin' Up! Stamp, but it's so stinking cute. So when you open this up, it actually pops open. So you can see how that closes and then it opens. So this is called a shutter card, and it's so much fun to make. They're really great for kids and that kind of thing, but even adults I think like them. So let's go ahead and make one of these together. So what I need is a piece of cardstock for my base, and this piece is going to be 5.5 by 8.5. So it's basically a standard base, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this at 2 1/8. So this is my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and I love this trimmer because it has my cutter blade and my score blade on here together. So I have them, I never have to worry about missing my score blade and that kind of thing. So I'm going to score this at 2 1/8 because this is actually going to be like a gatefold card. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way for just a second. And this card you definitely want your bone folder for, which if I could find mine quickly, that would be really super awesome, which I don't have. So I guess I'll have to use something else. I'm sure it's here. I've put it someplace safe so that I had it. Here it is. Okay. So 2 1/8. So this is my score line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this into the center. I'm going to use my bone folder. And if you don't have a bone folder, you must have a bone folder because this is great for creasing your cards and giving that nice crisp image. So now what I'm going to do, I could actually score this at 2 1/8 as well with my paper trimmer. But what I actually find is that I can line it up a little bit better if I just bring it in like this, and then with my bone folder, and then I know it's exactly where I want it to be. Okay, so there I have my gatefold. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna bring my camera down just a little bit, just because I feel like you need a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to create a couple things. I need to create these items here and this piece here. Okay. So I'm going to put that over here so we can take a look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut some more cardstock. So I'm going to need 2 pieces. And I'm going to use the shaded spruce color again. And I'm going to cut this at 3. How do I want to do this actually? Maybe I'll go this way. I'll cut my 4 inches first. And then by 3.5. And then again at 3.5. Okay, so this way I waste less paper. Okay, so on the 3.5 side, I'm going to score this at 1/2 inch. So actually I can go this way. So I have more. Whoops, you don't want to use your, you don't always want to be careful your cutter is out of the way. So I'm going to score that here. And actually, I just thought of something. I think I might have actually scored that on the wrong side. Oh, no, I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Whew. Kind of scared myself there for a second. Okay. So, again, on the 1/2 inch. Okay, so now I'm going to move this out of the way just for a second. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to score these, or fold these back. And with my bone folder again, I'm going to... Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to bring in my pencil and a ruler. I find this is just the easiest way to do this. And on the 3.5 inch side, which will be this side here, I'm going to mark at 1 3/4. So I'm going to come about the center here. 1 3/4, which would be about here. Okay. And then on the 4-inch side, I need to mark 2 inches. So let me come up here a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually finding the center point. I just want to make sure that that is, yes, because I'm going to cut to there, because then that just leaves, yep, okay. All of a sudden, you know, you start to scare yourself after a while. So again, we're going to do it on here. So we're going to go 1 3/4, and then we're going to find our 2-inch mark. Okay, so then again, I'm going to come here. Actually, I want to come, how do I want to do this? This one will come this way. So what we need to do is find the center is what we're trying to do here. Okay, so now, I'm just looking because that does not even actually look like it's in the right spot. No, because my 2 inch is right here. I was going to say something looked weird there. Okay, sorry. And then I just want to make sure that this is wow, I don't know what the heck happened there. Apparently I can't measure. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. So now what I'm going to do is I want to cut from here to here, here to here, okay? Because what we're doing now is we're making these panels right here. Okay, so I'm going to put these over here. And I'm finding it's a little dark, so I'm just going to actually turn my light on and see if that kind of helps a little bit. So just there, that might help a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my paper cutter, and I know you can't see this, but you're going to have to trust me on it. So this is my center point here, and this is my corner. So I want to cut from here to here. I'll move my my scoring blade out of the way. I just want to find my center. It's about there. I'm going to cut up to there. Yep. Okay, and then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the same thing, lining up my edge to the inside there. Oops. Maybe I should have gone a little bit more. Angled that a little bit better. Okay, let's do this. My apologies, guys. I'm having all sorts of technical issues today. And it's throwing me right for the loop. Okay. So I'm actually going to just snip that off a little bit just to, there we go. Okay. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to turn this a little bit more this way. There. so that I can see what I'm doing, because it's green paper with pencil mark. Probably not the best option. Okay. Use my center here. There we go. That worked out much better. Okay. So we have our two flags. Actually, they're not bad. Okay. So now what I can do is actually I can come in with my eraser and just erase off this. I could actually just flip this over and use the other side, which I might actually do anyway, like this, just so that you don't see those ugly pencil marks. Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. So this is our mechanism that's going to open and close, right? So, okay, so now what we need to do is we need to make this piece here. So we need to do a little bit of die cutting. So I'm going to put these pieces to the side for right now. So this piece here, I'm going to use a piece of, what piece do I want to use? Soft seafoam, maybe? If I had a piece handy, would be really awesome. Okay, let's just grab a piece of soft seafoam. And what we're going to do is we are going to cut this at 3 inches by 5.5. So I can cut this at 5.5 now, because we know that's half a sheet of paper. And then we want this at 3 inches. Okay. And we need a piece of DSP to put on top of this piece here, right? So if I bring in my Love It Chop It, so if you have never seen Love It Chop It, this is one of my Love It Chop It's. So I want to pick paper. Let's do something like that. So this piece is going to measure 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. So this piece can go back into my Love It Chop It so that I can use it for something else. Okay, so I think we are done cutting. So basically what I want to do is, I think I maybe have measured that just a smidge wrong, but that's fine. It's not wrong, it's just not how I would have liked it, because that's going to lay on top of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down, and then we're going to die cut the circle out. So I don't like to glue in the center because I know I'm cutting my circle out of this. So I prefer to just do the perimeter, if you will. Okay. Okay. So now I need my circles that I am using. This is layering circles dies, so there's 2 sets on here. And I am using these 2 circles. So basically I want this one to cut this piece out, and this piece we're going to cut this white piece out of. Okay? That's basically what we're doing there. So I don't need a big piece of white, I just need a scrap piece. Perfect, that will work. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, which the new die cutting machine is coming out August 4th, and I can't tell you how excited I am as my plates are beyond warped. So I'm going to place this in about the center, the circle in about the center part of my paper. And I'm going to run this through. And because my plates are so warped, I may actually have to do this more than once, just because my plates, not that it won't cut it. It will definitely cut through 2 pieces, no problem, as it did there. And then what I'm going to do, well, I have this here, and I'll show you guys this in just a second. I just want to get this cut, and then we will discuss what's what. Okay, so throw that in the garbage, I guess. I used to keep every little piece of paper, and now I'm getting to the point where I just can't. Okay, so there we go here. Let me put my circles back because I know me, and I will be looking for them in a bit. Okay, so here is my circle. That will be my centerpiece of my card. And then this is the piece that goes behind there. Okay, so I'm going to close this back up. I'm going to bring my card back in. And so this is going to layer on here. Okay, but we have to put these pieces in as well. So let's get these situated. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to use here is some tear and tape because I want this to be very strong, and some dimensionals will be my next thing that I need as well. So I'm going to take my tear and tape and I'm just going to run it on here. So now if you have the Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus, this will actually work very nicely. My Stampin' Seal Plus is out in the living room, still in the box. So for simplicity's sake, I'm going to use tear and tape because it's strong enough. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to actually put these here to make sure that they're going to match up. So now the instructions that I received actually indicated to glue this down and then tuck these in, which isn't a bad idea. You just kind of want to have some sort of an idea of where things are going to lay. So what you want to do is you want to put actually I'm going to put more because these are small dimensionals. I'm going to put 6 dimensionals on here, but I'm only going to glue down 3 of them. Okay, so let's determine which is top and which is bottom. So let's go, this will be top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these dimensionals off the bottom, so just off the 3. Get those out of here. I'm going to center this. I hope. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to put these to make sure that they're going to cover the slot, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually peel off my tear and tape. My fingers would work, okay? And so what I want to do is I want to actually lay this, come into the light here, lay this so that this is my crease mark here. And that's about where I want it. And then what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to just, let's make sure that's straight. Lay that down and push. Okay? And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So trying to make sure these are lined up nicely. Lined up with the crease. And just pushing down a little bit there. So it didn't go exactly where I wanted it. Okay. So now I'm going to tuck these behind so that when this closes, it will open. So I should have cut a little bit off that, but that's fine. It's green on green, so it will be fine. So now I want to do my sentiment here, or my inside. So I think what I'll do is use, you can do this. Yes, perfect. That will work beautifully, actually. You can do this. And I think I want to do this in Shaded Spruce, the words. Okay, so Shaded Spruce, you can do this. Beautiful. Okay, so now this looks kind of plain. So I think what I want to do is use soft sea foam right here. Soft sea foam, and I think I'm going to use these leaves to fill in some of the spot here. So let me move that out of the way. So let me do this. Soft sea foam. That's much better. Okay. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and I can actually adhere this down onto my card. Very carefully. So I'm going to actually lift this up, pull these guys back. Just want to make sure that that's going to lay right where I want it to. Straight. There we go. Okay, so now pull these back. Whoops, that was not supposed to happen. Pull these back in. Oops. It's very humid in here, so a lot of my glue is popping. So anyway, you guys get the idea if I have to go back and glue this later then. So what I'm doing is I'm removing the rest of these Stampin' Dimensions and I'm putting them down. Okay, so when this closes, there we go. I should just smidge that off just because I had to move it, and then it pops open. So I might actually, I'll fix that later. Okay, so now what I need is I need 2 pieces of DSP for here, right? So I'm going to close up my ink pads actually before I forget. So what I need here is DSP, or Designer Series paper, from my Forever Fern. So let's see if I have any that will actually fit without cutting. Probably not. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. Yeah, these will work. Okay, let's cut these down. Okay, so we need these to be 2 inches wide by 5 3/8 long. So 2 inches wide by 5 3/8. So 1, 2, 3. No, that's just a smidge too short, is it? Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep it. And then 2 inches by 5 3/8, which this might be a little too long. I'm going to cut that down just a little bit more. Let me go this way. Yep, okay. So, I'm going to glue this down. Here. There's 1. And here's 2. Oops. Okay. Okay, so here is my card, but now we need to do something here, correct? So let's do the stitched squares. I love stitched squares. So I'm going to actually use these 2 shapes. Actually, I think I'll go this way. So do one this way, and then I'll do the white piece here, and it will say, "To the friend that makes me smile." So let's just make sure that this is actually going to fit in here, though, before I... Yeah, I think it'll work lovely. Okay. Lovely, lovely, I say. So let's do a piece of soft seafoam in the big rectangle. And then we'll do a piece of Whisper White in the small rectangle. Okay, so Whisper, or no, this is soft seafoam. Oh, my plates are just so warped. Whoop, and there goes my handle. Okay, so that is beautiful. And then I need a piece of Whisper White for this. And this is why you don't get rid of any scraps, because they're great for these little projects and these kind of things. Okay. So I'm going to get my big shot out of here now, because we are done with it. Oops, a daisies. I'm getting kind of rammy, dropping my handle. I think it's time for a coffee. Okay. I am going to stamp this in Shaded Spruce. And it says, "To the friend that makes me smile." Stamp that there. And I wish that was straight. And then I'm going to come in with my soft seafoam with my leaves again. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this down. And I'm going to put this here. Now I could actually die cut some of the leaves from the Sizzlet set. So when I go to glue this, I only want to glue half. Right on here. Because otherwise it will glue my card shut. So if I really wanted to, I could actually stamp and die cut like these here. So these ones here, and then actually just pop them out here, which I might actually do after. So anyway, this is the card. So hopefully you guys love that. It's a lot of fun. So pretty, right? Yeah, so hopefully Sean enjoys his card. And I'd love for you guys to give it a try and see what you think. And let me know. Okay, thanks for joining me today, guys. Have a great day. Don't forget to check out my blog at stampingchipcreations.com or this YouTube channel. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.